I want to get my education and I want to become a doctor.
Okay, easy, relax.
Imagine being a teenage girl, living in a place where education is seen as a privilege for the few, where speaking out for your rights could cost you your life. Now, imagine overcoming unimaginable obstacles to become the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate, a global symbol of courage and a beacon of hope for millions.
I will get my education if it is in home, school or any place.
What, really?
This is the story of Malala Yousafzai, a young girl who defied the odds and changed the world.
Do you think you could ever ask your boy out on a date?
In the Swat valleys of Pakistan, where the beauty of the mountains belies the dangers lurking beneath, a young girl named Malala was about to embark on a journey that would shake the world. Born on July 12, 1997, Malala's path to greatness was neither easy nor without sacrifice, but it was marked by an unshakable belief in the power of education.
Sum of numbers में हमने 280 plus.
Malala grew up in a region ravaged by the Taliban, where girls' education was not just discouraged, but actively banned. Her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, was a passionate advocate for girls' education, and his commitment inspired Malala from a young age. Ziauddin ran a school for girls, and despite the threats of violence, he refused to let the Taliban dictate the future of his daughter and other girls in their community. Malala was no stranger to defiance. At just 11 years old, she wrote a blog for BBC Urdu under a pseudonym, documenting the harsh realities she and her classmates faced under Taliban rule. She spoke about the fear of bombing raids, the closure of schools, and the daily oppression of women and girls. Malala's words echoed across the globe, revealing the brutal truth that many preferred to ignore. But as her voice grew louder, so did the dangers surrounding her. On October 9th, 2012, Malala's life took a tragic turn. She was on a school bus when a Taliban gunman boarded, asking, "Who is Malala?" Without hesitation, he shot her in the head at point-blank range. She collapsed, her blood staining the bus floor. The world held its breath as Malala's fate hung in the balance. The attack sent shockwaves around the world. Yet, Malala's resilience was even greater than the hatred that tried to silence her. Against all odds, she survived. After being flown to Birmingham, UK for life-saving treatment, Malala awoke from a coma with a single focus: to continue her fight for education. The gunman may have tried to silence her voice, but instead it made her message louder than ever. The attack on Malala sparked an outpouring of global support. Leaders, celebrities, and everyday people rallied behind her, making her a symbol of strength and the face of the movement for girls' education. Malala became the voice of the voiceless, the girl who refused to be silenced by terror. In 2013, at just 16 years old, Malala published her memoir, I Am Malala, which became an instant bestseller. The book shed light on her life, her values, and her unwavering commitment to education for every girl, no matter their background or where they live. She traveled the world, meeting with world leaders, advocating for policy change, and speaking at the United Nations.
Weakness, fear, and hopelessness died. Strength, power, and courage was born.
I call upon Malala Yousafzai to come forward to receive the gold medal and the diploma. Please come forward.
But the ultimate recognition of Malala's courage came in 2014, when she became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. At just 17, she stood before the world, proving that age is no barrier to making a monumental difference. In her acceptance speech, Malala's words were simple yet powerful. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.
One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world.
Her words were not just a message of hope, they were a call to action. Malala's Nobel Prize was not just a personal achievement, it was a global recognition of the importance of education, the right of every girl to learn, and the fight against oppression. But Malala did not stop with the Nobel Prize. She founded the Malala Fund, a nonprofit organization that champions the cause of girls' education worldwide. Through the Malala Fund, she works to remove the barriers, whether cultural, financial, or political, that prevent girls from going to school. The organization has helped thousands of girls in countries like Afghanistan, Nigeria, and Syria gain access to education. Malala's impact has been nothing short of transformative. She has met with heads of state, spoken to the United Nations, and even taken on world leaders to hold them accountable for their commitment to education.
You are a perfect example of what this proclamation is about, which is how we can make sure that we're empowering young women.
She's seen firsthand how education is a tool of liberation, a way to empower young girls to break the cycle of poverty, build stronger communities, and create a better future. Yet, Malala's journey has not been without its challenges. Despite her global fame, she has faced relentless criticism, particularly from those who oppose the idea of girls' education. In Pakistan, there have been attempts to discredit her, and her own community has been torn between admiration and resentment. But Malala has never wavered. She remains steadfast in her belief that education is the right of every child, regardless of gender or circumstance. Malala's personal sacrifice, her unwavering commitment, and her courage in the face of extreme adversity have made her one of the most influential and admired figures of our time. She is not just a symbol of resistance, she is a living example of the power of education to shape lives, communities, and nations.
And now it's my great honor and pleasure to welcome to the stage Nobel Peace Prize laureate and UN Messenger of Peace, Malala Yousafzai.
Malala's journey from a small girl in a valley of violence to a global champion of education is nothing short of extraordinary. Her story is one of resilience, bravery, and an unrelenting commitment to the belief that no one, especially girls, should be denied the right to learn. Her story proves that one voice can make a world of difference, that even in the darkest of times, there is hope, and there is always a chance to change the world. As Malala continues to inspire generations to come, her message is clear. We realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced. So, wherever you are in the world, whether you're a student, an activist, or simply someone who believes in the power of change, take a moment and remember Malala's words. You too can be the change you wish to see. The world needs your voice. Don't ever be afraid to speak out, because like Malala, your courage could change everything.
Please welcome the winner of the 2014 Nobel Peace Prize, Malala Yousafzai.
Thank you for watching this inspiring journey of Malala Yousafzai. If you believe in the power of education and change, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep fighting for a better tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a seat, please.